In this example, you go for a long bicycle ride and you're going along a long straight path. You ride for 2 hours at 5 miles per hour, and then 4 hours at 4 miles per hour, and 3 hours at 7 miles per hour. All right, so our first task is to sketch a graph of the velocity versus time, and then figure out how many miles we rode. This is another one you really don't need calculus for it, right? Because you're going at a constant velocity. So the first 2 hours you're 5 miles per hour. So I'm just gonna have a constant straight line at 5 miles per hour. And then suddenly, after the first 2 hours, your speed goes to 4 miles per hour. All right, so you slow down and you ride for 4 hours. Okay, so that's a pretty long bike ride. and then the last 3 hours you ride at 7 miles per hour. Okay, so it's just this sort of piecewise flat looking thing. And we want to know how far we rode. All right, so we've got constant velocity over different intervals, right? So I could break this up into intervals. We have the interval from 0 to 2, the interval from 2 to 6, and then the last 3 hours we have this interval from 6 to 9, right? So we could break it up into a series of rectangles, and like we said before, when our velocity is constant, all we need to do is take the velocity times the time, which is the area of this rectangle. So I take 5 times 2, this represents 10 miles. 4 times 4, that represents a distance of 16 miles. And then over here we have 3, right? So we have 7 times 3, which is 21 miles, okay? So all we need to do to find the distance that we went, or displacement from the starting point, I'll call it S, for a displacement from wherever we started, it's just going to be 10 plus 16 plus 21, right? We're just going to add those up. If you add those up, you should get 47 miles. All right, that's a nice long bike ride. 47 miles. That's how far we went. So even though our velocity was not constant over the whole time period, the whole 9-hour bike ride, because we were going at a constant rate over each one of those intervals from 0 to 2, 2 to 6, and 6 to 9, we can just break it down into those intervals and find the velocity over each time interval, and then we'll just add them up. All right, I'll see you in the next video.